All right, today we're talking about a company that, we all think we know inside and out. But what if I told you it's going through this huge transformation? We're talking about Walmart.
So let's just cut right to the chase. The big question we're asking is Walmart a tech stock? Now I know, that sounds a little weird, right? But stick with me, because there's a really good reason we're even having this conversation. And that reason is this. The retail giant is about to join the Nasdaq 100. And if you know anything about the stock market, you know that's basically the all-star team for the world's biggest tech companies. So, what gives? What's really going on here? To really get what's happening, we need to break down what this move to the Nasdaq 100 actually means. It's a bigger deal than you might think. Okay, so the Nasdaq 100, it's not just some random list of companies. Think of it as the heavyweight championship belt for the tech world. If you're on this index, you're seen as a leader, a bellwether for the entire tech sector. It's a huge signal to investors. And just look at who their new neighbors are going to be. We're talking Alphabet, Google, Amazon, Meta. These are the titans of tech. So for Walmart, this is way more than just a change of address on the stock market. It's like they're fundamentally changing their identity. And it's happening soon. On January 20th, it's official. Walmart slides in, and you know who they're replacing? AstraZeneca, the pharma company. So think about that for a second. A retail store is replacing a pharmaceutical giant on a tech-heavy index. That right there tells you a story, doesn't it?
Okay, so what's the actual evidence here? What's the case for Walmart? Why do they get to sit at the cool kids table with all the tech giants?
Well, for starters, Walmart is so much more than just those giant supercenters these days. I mean, think about it. To go head-to-head with Amazon, they've had to build out this massive, booming delivery service. Their fulfillment centers, they're becoming seriously automated. They're even growing a third-party marketplace, just like Amazon. And that's not even mentioning how they're using customer data or bringing robots into the actual stores. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't just us looking from the outside in. The CEO himself, Douglas McMillon, lays it out pretty clearly. He says technology is what's powering their results. That's a huge statement. Tech isn't just a tool anymore. It's the engine. And that is a world away from the old-school retail playbook. But look, this isn't just about playing catch-up to Amazon. The next part of the plan is all about leaping ahead. And how are they going to do that? By going all in on the future, which of course means AI. And Walmart's incoming CEO, John Furner, basically spells it out for us. He talks about this future of agent-led commerce. What does that even mean? Well, imagine you just talk to an AI about what you need, and it handles the shopping for you. But the key part of his quote, the real kicker, is that last line. They're not just watching this happen. They plan to drive it.
And this isn't just talk, corporate buzzwords. They're making some serious moves, partnering up with the two biggest names in AI right now. We're talking Google and OpenAI. Just picture this. You're chatting with Google's Gemini or even ChatGPT, and you can just buy what you need from Walmart right inside the chat. That's not science fiction. That's the future they're building as we speak.
Okay, so the strategy is cool, the vision is big, but does any of it actually matter? Has it translated into results where it really counts for a huge company like this? The stock market.
Well, you tell me. A 30% jump in stock value in just the last 12 months? I mean, wow. That is the market shouting, "We believe you." It's a massive vote of confidence from investors who are clearly buying into this whole tech-centric strategy. It's not just working, it's paying off big time.
And that really brings us to the bottom line, right? All this excitement, this stock performance, and especially the move to the Nasdaq 100, it all points to one thing. People's perception has officially changed. Walmart has pulled it off. They've convinced Wall Street that they're not just a retailer anymore. There's something new, a hybrid, part retailer and, part tech stock.
So we end up right back where we started, but with a much bigger question to chew on. What does it actually mean for all of us, for the way we shop, for the entire retail industry, when the biggest store on the planet decides to become a tech company?